Hello everybody, welcome back. The 2.6.2 update is finally here, available on the PTU right now and planned for live release next week. And without any doubt, the biggest surprise of this patch was the introduction of the Drake Buccaneer to the game. A potent little fighter that we had no idea was coming to Star Citizen so soon, and it was indeed a very good surprise. We have already talked about the Buccaneer, but I want to take a much better look, a much closer look at its capabilities, its weaponry, and of course some of its weaknesses, so we could have a much better idea of what this little fighter can achieve, not only in Arena Commander right now, but also later in the Persistent universe, when we will start getting the first set of professions in the game. The Buccaneer is manufactured by Drake, and like with every other Drake vessel, it doesn't only come with a dubious reputation, but it is also very focused on its chosen role, which is, if I am allowed to say, the damage dealer in the Star Citizen universe. The two great assets of this little fighter is first of all its impressive firepower, and second how fast and nimble it is, something that will definitely give you the advantage in every battle against slower and not that slow enemies. Let's take first a look at the greatest asset of the Buccaneer, which is of course its firepower and how many hard points it has, how we can equip them, and what kind of weapons we can carry with them. The Buccaneer comes with two size 1 hard points on the wingtips, two size 3 hard points again on the wings, and this is going to create some problems that we are going to discuss later, and a size 4 turret that can also be replaced with a gun above the hull. The default loadout of the Buccaneer consists of two 9 series longswords, two CF-117 Badger repeaters laser weapons, and two Tarantula GT-870 size 2 ballistic weapons on the turret. So we can see that it comes with a mixed loadout that will help you become familiar with both types of weapons, laser and ballistics in the game if you are new to Star Citizen. Obviously, the biggest potential of the Buccaneer comes from the weapons that we can equip on its hard points. We can have a combination of one size 4 and two size 3 weapons, or two size 2, two size 3 weapons, and always the two size 1 weapons on the size 1 hard points, which are not that impressive, but they do add to the firepower, to your DPS, and we can also add some more support oriented weapons over there, like the Sucker Punch distortion cannons. Overall, the hard points of the Buccaneer will allow you to experiment with a number of different loadouts, to follow a laser only or ballistic only loadout, or go for a mixed approach, and generally create the loadout you prefer, create the loadout that will have the best effect in the battlefield for you. The Buccaneer also comes with missile weaponry. It comes with two size 3 missile racks that have two size 2 missile seats, and the missiles on the default loadout of the Buccaneer are the Rattler 2 size 2 missiles, which are quite effective in the battlefield, which are quite decent out there and can help you deal a lot more damage. It is clear that the goal of the Buccaneer is to have enough firepower to destroy its opponents as fast as possible. There is no wasted space aboard the Buccaneer, and we can also see this in the cockpit, inside the cockpit, that has only space for the pilot. There is no luxury and extra space, there is only focus to deal damage to your targets. What I find rather impressive is the fact that it has a similar firepower to strong fighters like the Super Hornet or the Sabre, but its size is smaller. It is a combat size fighter after all, so that means that it will also give smaller target to your enemies. Another asset of the Buccaneer is of course how fast and nimble it is. It is a very fast little vessel. Its speed, SCM speed, can go up to 220 meters per second, and with the afterburner we can go up to 710 meters per second. It is also very agile, and this will help you not only to dance around bigger and slower targets, even bigger fighters like the Super Hornet, you will be able to outmaneuver them and deal damage to them, but you can also deal with fast little fighters like another Buccaneer. even with its default loadout, is very effective against NPC right now in the game, in Arena Commander, but also the Persistent Universe, so you will not really have any problem against these type of enemies. It will give you the opportunity to test the Buccaneer and of course learn how to use it properly. There are some weaknesses, of course, and the number one weakness of the Buccaneer is the fact that most of its weapons are placed on its wings. So if you lose your wings, you lose your weapons, you lose your firepower. Thanks to its size and its speed though, it's not that easy to lose these wings. Another great disadvantage of the Buccaneer is the fact that it has absolutely no real defenses. Its armor is apparently made out of paper, and its shields are not the strongest one. If you start taking hits, you will probably die very fast, since it cannot take a lot of beating. But again, the speed of the Buccaneer and the impressive firepower, so you can kill your enemies first, before they kill you, is what saves this little vessel. So how good is the Buccaneer right now in the game against other players? First of all, it's quite hard to hit a Buccaneer. It will be a quite difficult effort to achieve a hit, to land a hit, but if you do land some hits, you will probably kill your target. Thanks to the Buccaneer's small size and its speed, it's easy to avoid being hit, and you can have a lot of fun in the battlefield if the enemies around you, if the people around you are not focusing on you. I think it is a great little fighter to attack other targets when they are not paying attention to you, when they are focusing to another enemy, to another target, to something else in general. About the default loadout right now, it may be good and efficient against NPC, but it is not that great against other players. So that means that you will need the best weapons you can equip on this vessel. So that means that you will need size 3 weapons on the size 3 hardpoints and a size 4 weapon, preferably on the size 4 turret. This will maximize your firepower, maximize your potential, and if you combine it with your speed and agility, it will create a deadly combination. Overall, I think that the Buccaneer is a quite deadly fighter, a quite deadly small fighter that can be even deadlier if it is attacking an enemy, if it is attacking a target with a group, with a swarm of other Buccaneers. And I also think that this was the intention of the developers when creating this little vessel, this little fighter, to attack targets, to attack enemies in swarms, in groups, in order to overwhelm them with their impressive firepower and of course numbers. The Buccaneer can be an excellent choice for every pirate that has support, that is in a big group, or every other offensive group, offensive organization that wants to achieve results as fast as possible and prepare the ground, prepare the battlefield for the main force to arrive and achieve the goals of the organization, of the fleet. This was the Drake Buccaneer, a great little fighter with impressive firepower, very fast and great agility that will help you if you want to go out there and have some fun solo, but will be also a great asset for your organization and your fleet later in the game. I would really love to know what do you think of the Buccaneer, and if you think it is a better option than the Super Hornet or the Sabre right now in the game. In general, what are your thoughts and what will you change about it? Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I am SquidofLove and I will see you around the verse. Bye bye.